Hello, I'm Kate Stichina on InstaForex TV with the fresh Forex news. On Tuesday, the New Zealand Central Bank remained the interest rate at a record low of 2.5%, as were forecasting all bank economists of the private sector. But the central bank took neutral position compared to the previous one, inclined to monetary policy easing, thereby coming up to expectation of majority. The head of New Zealand Reserve Bank, Alan Bollard, declined the opportunity to lower the interest rate further from a record minimum of 2.5%, which was fixed since April. At the same time, he noticed that it will stay low till the second half of 2010. The New Zealand economy has overcome a tough four-quarter recession earlier than it was expected in the second quarter, and the data released after the central bank meeting in September was affirming that economic situation improved much faster than estimated. Bollard said that there are some signs of economic activity growth. Amid this, in the countries which are New Zealand's trade partners, and the market sentiment increased in the third quarter. Meanwhile, the head of the New Zealand Reserve Bank announced that a lot of economies have to manage significant critical areas and hurdles. Bollard emphasized that high rate of the New Zealand dollar, which have risen more than by 50% since March, will restrain the recovery contribution which may be brought by export. He also said that after a short-term drop, the payments balance deficit of New Zealand will tick up. The New Zealand dollar strengthening affects the export negatively when demand on goods and services is unstable all over the world. The head of the Reserve Bank marked that current downward trend observed in the housing market was partly neutralized, signaling a steady expenditure uptick of the households. The annual inflation pace, from his view, will stay within target range of 1–3% in a mid-term. Fiscal and monetary incentives fit the situation, according to Bollard, but in the future the fiscal stimulus would possibly reduce the work which is otherwise to be done by the monetary policy. The economists gave right predictions of the bank decision. Besides, 13 of them suggested that the New Zealand Reserve Bank will not announce about its further easing inclination. For the period since last year July to this year June, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand cut its interest rate on the whole by 575 basis points in order to prevent a harmful downturn and bring the economy to life. The bank took its time in June amid the expectations regarding that recovery will be formed by the end of this year. In the second quarter, the New Zealand GDP rose by 0.1%. It was Forex News provided to you by InstaForex News team and me, Kate Stichina. Goodbye.